Hi, everyone on YouTube and on Instagram. Hope everybody can see me, hear me, see me, hear me. Name that musical. Okay, where is my live stream chats? Done. Okay. Hi, Brendan. What is up? Hi, Sakit. And is it Dino? Yep, Mom. Just make sure that my sound is syncing with the lips. Hi, Tiffany. I'm so glad there's a woman on right now, especially for the topic that we're going to discuss. Tiffany, where are you from? Hey, Aldi Cook and Pruner and Jeff and Maurice and Yasir. Okay. You love the subject, Brendan? Why do you love the subject? Hi from Schaumburg to Mickey. Okay, so everyone, welcome to my live stream. Today's subject is on strip clubs, the pros, the cons, the good, the bad, the ugly. I got a lot of different messages on my Instagram when I asked people what they thought about who had the power in a strip club. Is it the people that go there, the patrons, or is it the management, or is it the entertainers, the strippers? I have a lot of insight into strip clubs because my boyfriend used to be a bartender at one, and he told me a lot about what went on in the front room and the back room and everything else. And I read a lot of books about it when he was working there. So I thought I'd talk about it with you guys. And welcome to everyone on Instagram. And thank you for the hearts. And hi, yo, yo, yo. Hi, Paul. Hi, Juan. Hi, Bryson. And welcome to all the people on Instagram that I didn't get a chance to individually say hello to. So I want to delve right into it. Some of you guys have already responded what you thought about it. I know some people were saying that they really like strip clubs because they feel like that's the only what one guy wrote, only not PC place around these days where you can really just be some sort of like you know, a typical like an old fashioned type of dominating man type of thing. So yeah, I wanted to hear what you guys thought about that. Welcome Weber Khan and Vince and Kev and anybody else. So hi David. Good afternoon. Oh yeah, it is hump day. So, Brendan, you've never been to a strip club. For those of you who have been, what are your thoughts on it? I'm curious as to what everybody thinks about. Um, you know, is this something that you are using as an escape? Is it a fantasy? Is it? I mean, I think that there's so much from what I have heard and read about and learned about. There's just so much. I don't know. To me, it's like so much dishonesty, I would say. I mean, part of it is a game, where the women are pretending to be interested in the guys, and the guys feel like they have, they're getting ego stroked from the attention that they're getting. And so, who does have the power there? Is the people with the money? That's a lot of people said on Instagram. They said it's the people with the money, it's the people that manage both the patrons and the entertainers. I say the entertainers because they're not supposed to be called strippers. And it's funny because I know a lot of adult entertainers that are in the porn industry, and it's just a different mentality than the ones that are strippers, although a lot of them went from stripping into porn. So, and that's, I think, one of the reasons I'm not a big promoter of it, because I think that from what happens from some of the young girls that get into stripping just because they want to make some extra money, they end up going down a slippery slope and end up becoming addicted to drugs and alcohol and having to, turn into more like prostitutes and all that kind of stuff, rather than sticking to what they really came there for, which was to get money so they can pay for an education, etc. So I'm not really into that mentality, but I'm just curious about what you guys all think. Oh, thank you, Dino, for checking into the got trouble when logging in because of gun. Okay, so Diana, you're saying that you had trouble getting into Patreon. Patreon is a it's not anything pornographic. It's actually very black and white. It's just a Kickstarter program. Bryson, I've heard that some of them feel like therapists. Oh, that's interesting. So yeah, I would think that a lot of men go to strip clubs because things are not going great in their own relationships, or they're have problems. Just finding a woman that they can talk to, and they go there so that they can have someone to listen to them. And so I suppose that provides some comfort to a lot of the men that go in there. Um, you and Nina Hartley and Dana Hayes are my favorite. Well, thank you for associating me with different porn stars. I appreciate that. Um, okay, so Uh, let's see. Mikey, I like women coaxing me for more money. So you like that feeling of power then you get from having women having to say, please give me more money type of thing, Mikey. David, I've been to strip clubs in the past, and the only thing I do is buy women drinks and tip the women with dollar bills, but no sex. I don't go to strip clubs no more. What happened, David, to make you change your mind about strip clubs? Um, my Instagram is my name, KarenLee Potter, and I like Tiger Sweets. I don't know what that means. Okay. ASO. I don't direct DM anybody. If you want to have more of a connection, go to my Patreon page, and I'll put it down here. I can't speak Spanish that well. You don't want to even try to hear me saying anything in Spanish. It's Spanglish, and it's not good. But I can understand it better than I can speak it. Here, I'm going to post that right here. Okay, so you have a foot fetish, Castle. I love older women, and I also have a foot fetish. Who am I? Who are you, Tam? Hi, the podcast. Okay. I like the sweat. Okay, packing, not lacking. Hey, Karen, happy Wednesday. I put you as my WCW on Twitter and Instagram. Awesome. I'm not sure what that means, but I appreciate it. I think it's a good thing. So I'm from Arizona. I'm from Chicago. Karen, do not see you on YouTube these days? Yeah, I'm on almost every day these days. I took a 2 week break, a 2 week hiatus from all social media, kind of because I was in the process of moving from Chicago to Los Angeles. Thank you, Lee. I dream of you and Nina. Okay, me and Nina. I like Nina. Nina Hartley is a friend of mine who's a porn star. But a sex educator more so than anything else, and that's what I appreciate about her. And she's a lot of fun. Which part of Chicago? I'm from. Okay. So, and back to my strip club discussion. I would love to hear what your thoughts are on strip clubs. Why people go to them, and why do you think they're popular? And Tam wants to know if I'm popular. You really do dream of me and Nina. Okay, I'm glad to hear that, and I hope they're sweet dreams. I have a fetish for older women like in their 80s, and I'm 26. Oh, okay then. Thank you, Juan. Let's see. Dino, I hope you have your video because I collect all divas mature, such as Nina Hartley. Wanda. Okay, Dino, I'm not a porn star. The dogs did great, Brendan. Thank you for asking. Do I love Lisa Ann, who's another porn star? I met Julie Ann, do not know Lisa Ann. Apparently, she's a popular one, though. Am I a natural blonde? No, not at all. Do I know Jacob Sartorius? No. This is becoming a major question and answer, so I guess we're done with the strip club discussion. If anybody wants to write more comments later on, if you're watching this later, and if you're watching this now, make sure to give a thumbs up and write your comments in the comment section so we can have more of a discussion about them. Okay, here we go. We go to them and to get away and see what we can't have and are willing to pay for a dance. Well, oh, okay, Michael. So it's an escape for most of the people, right? This one says, fuck you. Psycho 3004. I could see why you're a psycho. I just hit Psycho 3004. Not dirty talk, please. Foot lover. Okay, this is like ADD morning here. I love older women and I'm 24 and single. Thank you for sharing that. I'm 33 years old and I'm interested in a 43-year-old lady. How can I impress her? She stays in front of my house. How do you impress someone who's 10 years older than you? I think by being yourself and being funny and being helpful and polite and a good person is always a good start. That would be my, and I would say that applies to any age woman. Thank you, David, for the thumbs up, and you love mature and natural. Okay, thank you, Dino. Do I have a Twitter account? Yes, I have a Twitter account. Everything on my social platforms are KarenLee Poter, Poter, and you can find me there and on Patreon. If you want to have individual attention from me, go to my Patreon page. It's Patreon. It's in here, and it's a good place to reach me. I hope everybody can hear me and that this is not lacking again, because since I moved here, I noticed that the stream health has not been as good as usual. Hello, 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 hello. What am I wearing? I'm just wearing a tank top. Okay. Any questions that you guys have? I'd be happy to go into them, since this is a Wednesday, the hump day, an ADD day, and I'm well dressed. Thank you. You like the way I maintain myself, Lion. I appreciate that. And you can hear me? Awesome. How are you going to do a podcast going to work? I am doing my podcast, and I'm going to be we do a lot of stuff. By the way, I'm glad you mentioned that, Brendan, because I have a podcast called Sex Talk with My Mom. I do it with my son. He's a stand-up comedian, and it's been going on for over a year and a half. We've been featured as number 3 on Esquire magazine's top 10 sex podcasts. So I would think that you guys would want to go to that. And if you would go there and review, just give me a 5-star review. You go to the Sex Talk with My Mom on iTunes and review it. I will give you a major shout out on all my social media platforms. Just let me know that you reviewed it. And all you have to do is, it's free. Just go there, type in the search bar, Sex Talk with My Mom, and when it says reviews, go review it and give it 5 stars. And I would be so appreciative, and I will give you major shout outs and kisses. Oh, my goodness. All right. I tend to ignore people that request things like show your legs, show your tits, and all that kind of stuff. I really like that you have I like to have a close friendship with you and Nina. Join us on Patreon. I don't know about Nina, but I'm on Patreon, and you'll be able to talk to me all the time. Patreon is a Kickstarter program, and what it does is because we had problems with monetization on YouTube. YouTube doesn't like to monetize my channel because they don't like sexually related content. That's why it tends to, I go to Patreon instead. Okay, how are you going to do it if you've moved? Don't worry, Brendan. I will be able to do anything via Skype and internet and everything else. We manage. But I appreciate you being concerned about it. And I hope Brendan and all of you go to Sex Talk with My Mom. I'll even type it in here and write a review. All you have to do is give it 5 stars. And I will shout you out. Just let me know you've done it, though. How do we contact me? I'm on all social media platforms. You can contact me any way you want, but the best way is on Patreon, and I'm going to put that right here, patreon.com. Contact me there. I definitely interact with any of my fans there. That is the best way to reach me. So if you go there and message me, I'd be happy to answer any questions that you want. And like I said, I really appreciate patrons that support my work and what I do and all that kind of stuff. David, you have a YouTube channel and it's not monetized at all? Yeah, it's not good. What is on this on my wall? Oh, I don't know what you guys are seeing back there, because I'm looking at the camera. Okay. Let's see. Anyway, all right, so whatever you guys want to talk about today, I'm open to talking about it. I'm the sexiest MILF around. Thank you, Sage. My YouTube channel is also KarenLee Poter. Hi, Miami Pro. Do I work out? Yes, I do. I love my current favorite workout right now is yoga. although I haven't been able to do it, and it's bumming me out. Hello from Temecula. I've been there. Okay. David, what do you mean it's not good? It's not good if you don't get monetized. That's what I'm saying. Howdy from Scotland. I've never been to Scotland. Scotland sounds cool. And AKA Andy likes to call me Auntie. Oh, hi from Chile. Hi from Croatia. Wow. Let's see. Am I single right now? No, I'm not single. And, okay. So, wow. Lanzarote. Okay. Anyway, in Mexico. This is insane right now. This is cool. I guess this is a good time for everybody to be up and on the internet. From Wisconsin. All right. I look fit. Thank you. Anyway, what's going on with my people on YouTube right now? Usually you guys have tons of questions for me, and today is a very quiet day. What's happening over there? Let's see. We love you from Houston, Texas, and thanks for the YouTube videos. They're very informative. What subjects would people like me to discuss in the future? I've been doing a lot of live shows, and I want to get more into certain subjects on my just a standalone videos, which I got a new camera because of my patrons. Thank you very much. So what would you like to see discussed? Packing, not lacking. Do I date black guys? I've been in a 9.5-year relationship, so I don't date anybody but my boyfriend. Is the question, would I date a black guy? Sure. I don't believe in with their skin color or religion or race or, I said that right, religion, skin color, age discrimination, any of that. I think you have to base it on the person. Right now, I'm with a white guy, same religion as me, younger than me, and that's the way it is. But I do feel that people should be more open-minded about dating whatever, because it's really the most important thing is finding someone you connect with. And if you connect with people of different races or religions, that's okay. Packing, not lacking. Why would you ask the question? Just curious. And are you black or white? Sex old woman. I love when people get on my channel and say, call me an old woman. My wife just had a first baby, and we have not had sex yet. I'm scared. LOL. You know what? I just was listening to a TED Talk on a sexologist talking about, like, if I mean, I understand what's going on. Are you scared because you might hurt her, or are you scared because you haven't had sex, BMX? It's totally normal, everything you're feeling. And go for it. Use a lot of lube and get her a little tipsy. That would be my suggestion. Just a little. Uh-oh, something happened here. Okay. It won't be the same. Your sex won't be the same. Sex will be the same. It's just, after you have a baby, it's just a little tender down there. So as long as I gave you the okay, then it's okay. Many, many people do it. But it is true that, sometimes if there's a baby crying and everything else, it's really hard to get back into sex. So just understand it's normal and give her some time and give yourself some time. But don't worry about hurting her if that's what you're worried about. Thank you for all the compliments on my boobs. David, I date women of all races besides black women, and I'm an African-American male. Awesome, David. And how's that going for you? I'm black, and I have a crush on you, packing, not lacking. I get it. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for the crush. Am I single? No, David, I'm not single. Just went through that. Been in a relationship for a long time. Love coming in my pants by a stripper. Oh, Mikey. So you basically just like that whole idea of it's naughty or something, and you got your clothes on, so it's like a tease type of thing. You like being teased. That's what I'm thinking. Is that right, Mikey? I mean, listen, I've been to a strip club twice, and I don't know. It didn't do anything for me as a woman. Uh, I got bored kind of, but I know a lot of guys like it. And just want to make sure that when you go to a strip club that it's not in lieu of finding a relationship with someone, because ultimately those people are just going to not be there after you leave that day and you'll be by yourself. Ayo, how young of what? How old am I? How old am I is not a question I feel like answering right now. Old enough to know better than to answer your question. Thank you, Cinematic Seth. Because the only reason you want to know is, I don't know why you'd want to know. I should ask you that. Why do you need to know? What things make me happy? Good question, David Reed. Yay. Now, David, that is such a good question for you to ask any woman. People say, well, I have nothing to say to women. I don't know what to ask. I get so nervous, blah, blah, blah. If you ask something like that, which is, what things make you happy? And I'll answer that right now. It actually makes you think that you are an interesting person. So, things that make me happy are music, comedy, animals, sex, good people, good discussions, movies, art. A lot of things make me happy. I'm generally a happy person. Okay. Dino Victor said, I'm truly beautiful, drop dead, gorgeous, stunning, amazing, and a loving, caring heart woman with a heart of gold and special, honest, trustworthy, awesome women. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you very much. David, does that answer your question? I hope so. How about sports? I love football in the fall. I should say the fall slash, winter. I love football. I'm not a big fan these days of baseball because it's boring. And can you tell I'm a little hyper? The time she spends with us, Brendan, of course. What are your pet peeves when it comes to people? Brandon, my pet peeves are people who only look at the exterior of the outside of the person and not look at the inside of the person. My pet peeves are mean people that assume. I am a big promoter of Don Miguel Ruiz's 4 agreements, which I always talk about, which are number 1, be impeccable to your word. A big pet peeve of mine is someone who doesn't follow through and is not honest. The second one is don't assume anything and don't take anything personal and try your best. So I like to find people that those principles apply to. Okay, watching on YouTube, it's me packing lacking. Oh, got it. Okay. Let's see. What animals do I like? Okay, so my favorite vacation I've ever gone on has been to Africa. And I'm a big animal lover. I have 2 dogs. One is sleeping right here on the floor. Okay. Anyway, where were we? Spy Paul, sorry, you have to go. Let's see. Selby Dad, I am chatting with at least 5 girls. Only have gone out with 2 of them. Had several dates with one of them in the last 2 months. She's the one I've had sex with. So what's the question? Let's see. Brandon, I love those 4 principles. Never heard them before. Thank you for the insight. Brandon, go check out the 4 agreements. And I'll put a link in the description box below here. I think you really like them. It's a way you can live your life. Okay, so Sylvie's continuing. He's the one you've had sex with is slightly overweight. She tries. The other 4 girls are in better shape. She said I could have date, but just let her know if I have started having sex with other girls. The second one is coming over tonight, and I am hoping to have sex with her. Should I tell her? Oh, let her know. Well, if she asked to let her know, then you let her know. Yeah, be honest. Thank you, David. Let's see. What's my favorite football team, Adam? The Bears. I'm a Bears fan. I know it's hard. It's like being a Cubs fan, which I'm not anymore. I'm a Sox fan, although Sox have not been great either. I'm a Bulls fan. Obviously, I'm from Chicago, so I'm a Chicago fan. But yeah, the Chicago Bears. Again, how old am I? Light my fire. Stop with the asking of the age thing. See, there you go. Cinematech Seth says stop. After having sex, girls are scared of their thirst and increased sex. Well, find women that aren't scared of that and that like it. the problem is society teaches women not to like sex, and it's kind of like something we should really work on teaching people that sex is good and sex positivity and stay. Unfortunately, all we hear about is don't have sex, don't do this, don't do that. There's STDs and AIDS and pregnancies and everything like that, and unfortunately, that's what people are scared of. But I agree with you that once people start having sex, they want it more and more and more. People obviously didn't learn that lesson. No, no. What kind of sex you like, morning or night? Me, I'm like a nighttime person. I just like to be relaxed. Mikey is back to, let's see, I love you already. Bear it down. Mikey, I love going. Brandon, Gordon, if you want to see more of me, go to my Patreon page and sign up there. For $5 a month, you get exclusive access to messaging and photos and videos and all kinds of good stuff. So you can join at any rate. Let's see. Mikey, you like getting humiliated by strippers when I come in my pants. Oh, that's interesting. A lot of people have that submissive and humiliation fetish, and they like it. I call it fetish just because it's their preference. Why don't you even age Ashley? Why you don't even age Ashley? I don't know what that means. Never ask a woman after 21. Okay, noted, and we'll do. Okay. What kind of photos want? Not pornographic photos, but a little maybe racier than I put here. Am I single? No. Cougars are sexy. Yes, they are. Would really like to get to know me? So go to Patreon. It's pinned here, and get to know me there. The Bears, the Bulls, Packer fan. My YouTube channel is public for the public to watch. Good to know that, David. The people that are asking your age clearly don't know how to talk to women. Agreed. Hi, from Colombia. Are you a Michael Jackson fan? Yes, of course. Michael Jackson was probably one of the most gifted genius musicians that ever was. How's that for a superlative endorsement of Michael Jackson? Let's see. Should I feel weird that giving women oral is a fetish? No, Matthew. Women love oral, and you will not. And it's not a fetish. It's a normal part of sex. Just like would a woman feel weird if she gave you and she enjoyed giving you oral sex? Hey, you, Gary Griggs. Hi, Columbia. Let's see. A lot of creeps on here. I get them. Who cares? How to impress a lady like you? How do you impress me? By being yourself, by being honest, by being polite, by being respectful, by being funny, by letting your personality go through, by being confident. Does that answer you, RT272? By not writing things like Petty just wrote, which is pussy. Okay, we're about to end in a couple minutes. So why do I have a housewife or kitchen fetish? Because you do. People, you develop fetishes from like something that happened that really worked for you, and it's okay. Fetishes are cool. Why not? It's get boring to always think of it the same way. Mustafa is saying, open your dress. What the hell? Okay, my channel is about talking negative about black women, and my channel doesn't get a strike or getting taken down. You like talking negative about black women. Don't do that. Or maybe you're saying get rid of negativity. Thank you, Justin. Bryson, I learned that I don't want to be a selfish lover. Yay, I hope you got that from me, Bryson. It's super, super important that you guys please your woman first. We talked about that a lot here. Not getting naked, bro, exactly. You like my eyebrows? Well, there's the first compliment I've gotten in a while on the eyebrows. Where's all the cocaine? What cocaine? Thank you for answering my questions. I'll be checking the Patreon soon. Awesome, Brandon. I would love to see you there. This is like the best. When I hear about people joining my Patreons, I'm very happy. Oh, David, you don't like black women. Okay, well, join my Patreon. We could talk about that too. You know what? I think you being a black man need to start thinking about, race is just the color of your skin, and you can't generalize, say I don't like all black women, especially when you're a black man. It's tough being a black woman. It's really, really tough, and I think that black men especially should support black women. That's just me. I think everybody should support Black women. I think that, like I said, I've never walked in their shoes, but I think it would be very difficult to be a Black woman who's being discriminated against, not just for being a woman, but for being Black. So, but that, don't get me started. Race doesn't matter. It's about being a human being. Thank you, Cinematic Seth. Yeah, that's what I think. Okay. Is something wrong with me because I have been having, I love when people ask me, is there something wrong with me because I'm attracted to you? No, there's nothing wrong with you. Sex dreams about me? Go for it. I'm glad that you have sex dreams about me. Why not? It's free. You and the perspective of women. Oh, thank you. Of other women. Bryson, you learned from me and other women. I'm glad that other women are teaching you how important it is to be a generous lover. Do I know any porn stars like Lisa, Ann, and Nina? Anybody? Yes, I do. Yes, I do know other porn stars. I've interviewed quite a few of them for my YouTube channel because each one of them has had some really unique things to say and different perspectives. I find them fascinating how open they are about sex. I just want everyone to hear this. Yes, we are all humans, Justin. This is what I like to talk to you about porn. I want you to understand that you cannot be educated on women through porn. Sex education should be done. Watch Nina Hartley's videos that she teaches you actually how to go down on a woman. Read books like She Comes First. I talk about them a lot in my discussions. It's super important that you learn to please a woman and don't learn about it from porn, because porn is a fantasy. It's made by men and it's made for men, and that is not how women do not like just the act of intercourse. As a matter of fact, that's a very small portion of sex. Don't get me started about this whole thing. Do you want to go out, Karen? Dion? No, I can't go out with you, Dion, because first of all, I don't know you, but second of all, I have a boyfriend. I'm dating a woman 14 years older than me. Any advice? Yes. Go to my Patreon page. I talk a lot about that on there. But most important, I think, is when you're dating an older woman, you must be honest. And she doesn't like to play games. So those are the two recommendations I would have for you. Be honest and don't play games. And be confident. Women that are older don't have time for a lot of the BS that younger girls may be into. Let's see. You and the person, I've seen it and it's good information. Oh, you've seen Nina Hartley. Yeah. Okay. So guess what time it is, guys? It's time for me to say goodbye. I would love it if you guys would go to Sex Talk with My Mom. And all you got to do is go type in Sex Talk with My Mom on my podcast. On the iTunes podcast app. Everybody has it on their phones. Or even if you go on the internet and you can type in on the reviews 5 stars. If you do that and let me know, I will give you a shout out on the next video. I promise you will be shouted out. But we need to get more exposure, and the way you do that is by getting more reviews. That's how podcasts work. So please check out my podcast, Sex Talk with My Mom. I'm going to write it here. And also, if you haven't already given a like to this video, please do. Sex Talk with I can't spell. Mikey, if you would like to speak to me now, you need to go to my coaching and sign up for coaching. Coaching is on my website, KarenLeePotter.com. You could also talk to me on, message me back and forth on my Patreon page, which I have already, it's in the description box, my Patreon page. So you can talk to me on so many different ways. But not right now, because right now I'm on with you guys. And let's see, I'm going to say goodbye. And I just want you to know how much I love you guys. I truly would not be the person I am without the support of all of you. So thank you so much. And Mikey, just go there, sign up, and we'll talk about when I'm available. Okay? Bye-bye.